I'm going to say something about the State of the Union last night that people on my side of the political ledger aren't going to like. People on my side of the political ledger being people who are liberal, democratic, leftists, anybody left of MAGA, I guess, moderate Republicans, independents. You guys remember this?
Instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. Let me give you, anybody who doubts it, contact my office. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress doesn't vote. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. You know, it means if Congress doesn't keep the programs the way they are, they'd go away. Other Republicans say, I'm not saying it's a majority of you. I don't even think it's even a significant, but it's being proposed by individuals. I'm not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you.
You remember that? And then Lauren Boebert was yelling at him. Remember that? Do you remember how much we ripped those Republican members of Congress for doing that in the State of the Union? And how that's not how it's done. That's not how we behave during a State of the Union address. So then tell me how that's any different from this.
Sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
That's your warning. Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant at Arms to restore order to the joint session. Mr. Greene, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat.
Explain to me how it's different. And just so that we're all on the same page, I'm on their side. I believe that those two members of Congress are on the right side of history. Their message is the right message. The policies that they want to see enacted are the right policies. I'm on their side politically. But how is it different? We didn't like it when they did it. Why is it okay when we do it? Because they're on the right side of history? Well, those people on the Republican side believed that they were on the right side of history. Somebody's going to come in here and say, well, it's an unprecedented time, Tom. People are being murdered on the streets. He's telling lies about the Somali community and this community and that community. Every fucking president tells lies at the State of the Union. He's no different. We're talking about whether or not there's supposed to be some decorum about this. And if we yell and scream when they do it, we can't be okay when we do it. And if we're okay when we do it, then we got to let them do it. And if we're going to let everybody from both sides of the aisle say whatever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want, and not have any form of decorum when it comes to these type of events, then our political system is just going to keep devolving and devolving and devolving until all Congress is a series of shouting matches. The last gentleman I showed you was right when he held up a sign that said, black people aren't apes. His message is right. Ilhan Omar is right in her message. The President of the United States is responsible for the murder of American citizens. They are correct in their messaging. They are wrong in how they're doing it. Unless we're okay with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert doing the things that they've done. Or when, I don't even remember the gentleman's name, yelled out, you lie, to Barack Obama. Tom, these are not normal times. Then we're going to completely devolve into a chaotic system. Tom, we're already in a chaotic system. I believe our system can be salvaged. I believe our country can be salvaged, but it can't be salvaged if our politicians allow themselves to sink to Trump's level. We bitch and moan about what MAGA and the Republicans do and how low they are, and then we match them. We have politicians putting out mean tweets and making fun of people on the right's handicaps and shouting at the president during the State of the Union. He's a piece of shit that doesn't deserve any respect. You want to know what the best protest would have been? For none of the Democrats to show up. That's the proper protest. But if you're going to show up, you need to show up and show the other side that you're better than them. We're not you. We're not going to do the things you do. I have been saying this for years. Democrats have the right message, but they suck at messaging. You guys just lowered yourselves to their level. Those two Democratic members of Congress are no different than those two Republican members of Congress when it comes to their disregard for the decorum of the situation at hand. If you don't want to hear Donald Trump spew lies, don't show up. I would totally support that. I didn't watch the State of the Union because I'm not going to support that piece of shit. I'm not going to give him the ratings. I'm not going to give him the numbers. I'm not going to make him think that people actually gave a shit about what he had to say last night. And Democratic members of Congress should have just boycotted the event if that's what they were going to do.